A subscriber made my dream come true by making a custom one-of-a-kind statue of one of my favorite shinobi. 347 days ago, I made a post on Instagram and Facebook about how I would love to see a statue made of one of my favorite underrated characters in the series, Kankuro. Here we are almost a year later, and thanks to the amazing, friendly, and talented Angel Glad, I get to share with you my dream realized. From the top of my heart, man, thank you so much for taking the time to make this happen. And without delay, let's take a look at this amazing, one-of-a-kind collectible. Kicking it off, we have the main body for the Salamander. I cannot believe the size of this thing when I got it in hand. Incredible looking. The shading is done so well. There's a line through the very center of it. You'll see it's probably printed in 2 or 3 different pieces. All the holes and notches you'll see throughout the model are later going to be used to install different pieces and also a puppet on top. As you may have noticed, the Salamander is missing some legs, so we'll take a close look at one. I love how these nails or claws were done on there, and the use of the dark and light browns to bring out some of that battle damage, and the joint that kind of connects things looks nice and metallic looking, so just an incredible paint job, and it is connected with magnets on each side. After unpacking everything, I couldn't believe how easy it was to assemble. I mean, this is a, again, custom made kit, and he made it look so smooth like it is organically one piece. The giant tail was also sculpted separately and painted very similar to how the feet were, bringing out all that battle damage and wear from all the different fights he's been in, and it does connect nice and smooth. No seam line at all. It's incredible how smooth and perfect that does look. As I mentioned before, we're going to be having a puppet sitting on top of him. Here's one of the cloaks that's going to be wearing with 3 notches on the bottom that just key on to the top. It's none other than the classic creepy looking crow as well. I gotta say too, you don't realize how terrifying some of these puppets look until you actually hold, 3D object versions of them in hand. But there he is, he just slides right on top of that cloak. Friction holds him into place, so no magnets. He does have 2 arms that will connect. This one's a kind of standard outstretched hand. Love all the different puppet joints that were sculpted. Also, again, masterful paint job. And we have here the spike that's protruding from the hand. I kind of wish he did maybe paint some like poison or purple color on there. That would have been cool, but maybe something I can actually do myself. We'll see. Very cool though how he is perched on top of the Salamander. Next up we have a little bit larger of a cloak here. So we have multiple different notches, some in the front, some in the back as well. I'll go ahead and give it away and say this is the ant. So we're gonna have multiple different hands and feet. So we have 2 feet going on here. There's gonna be 6 other hands sculpted, all with magnets that help it connect to the main body area. Here's those other hand sections. These are the shorter of the other ones that are made. Let's go ahead and speed through getting all these hands and legs connected to this main body section. And I haven't said it yet, but I have said it in other videos. Puppet Jutsu users in the series are definitely amongst some of my favorite. I can't even pinpoint and tell you why, but it's just I love the style that they use, the long range, kind of the decoys, and all the different effects and abilities that we had no idea they could use as you watch the fights where they did use the puppets. And there is the ant's head, perfectly done like everything we've seen so far. Love those red horns coming out the top, and also the yellow eyes that just are so staple for that specific puppet. And with everything assembled and put together, again, how terrifying would it be to go up against something like this, especially not knowing what's inside or underneath the cloak. Next up, we have Conquerors Stand. We can see the Sand Villages symbol on the front. Also, that purple trim looks nice. On the bottom is a felt pad and, of course, a pug hair. My pug's hair always shows up in videos. And there's the feet area where he's going to connect to with some magnets. Setting the tone a little bit here for the main character, Kankuro, or at least his first half, we have the legs, standard black outfit. On the bottom, we'll see there is going to be some magnets to attach to the base. Also, on the top portion of the torso, some magnets as well. Next up is going to be a wrapped up crow. One of my favorite pieces he did for this. I love the shading and color done for the wrapping. Also, we have some hair poking out, and the 2 notches on the back will connect to Kankuro's back. And here's Kankuro's better half, now standard outfit again, and then also his head sculpt. Let's talk about it. So my normal head sculpts I showcase on the channel, they have like laser printed sticker decal eyes. This is all 100% hand painted, and for that, I think he did an amazing and incredible job. A purple belt going on there. There's a section where the crow will mount to later, but amazing likeness, great job on his part. Again, for being hand painted, 3D printed, and sculpted the way that he did. The magnets he used as well are crazy strong, holds on so nicely, and again, the very same for the torso. So there's everything all together with Conqueror's main sculpt. The number one thing I love about all 4 pieces is it allows for you to recreate one of my favorite scenes of him whipping out all the puppets, as we can see here. Thanks again, Angelo, for making this dream come true and having this bad boy in my collection. So amazing. Not a day has gone by where I don't stare at it with amazement. The fact that it's reality. If you like me and you like the Sand siblings, be sure to check out my statue on the left, which is Tamari. We actually have the voice actor for Tamari in that video, and also a kick butt statue. And then on our right is my favorite statue of Gaara made. As always, I'll see you in the next. Do what you love and love what you do. Bam out.